Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reads. This is the reading for, we've got Cancer straight out of the gate this week. So Cancer, let me just get myself a little bit more organised here. I should have done that before I started, shouldn't I? Okay, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Okay, let's get going and see what's going on for you. So this is for the week of the 29th to the 5th of October. Can you believe September's gone already? And then in my calendar, I almost skipped October and went straight to November. So I don't know where my brain was. I think I've had enough of this year already. So trying to race through it. I will be reading from the Cosmic Tarot here and then drawing you a card from Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, Cancer. Okay, we have a brand new start coming out for you here. So we have the card of the Fool. Now the Fool talks of taking a leap of faith. So it's like throwing caution to the wind and just going for it. Not really looking into it, not really being sure of anything, just going with the flow. You've obviously come through a period of time where you've done a lot of thinking. You've been looking at things from a very different perspective here. Sometimes this can be about feeling sort of stuck and stalemated as well. But certainly this energy is not a nice energy, and the Fool energy is actually quite beautiful coming after that. Okay, we have the card of Judgment here. So the Judgment is the card of rebirth. I would say looking at that, you've been through some sort of transformation here. But you've got the Judgment card coming out, which talks about rebirth, being brought back from the dead, the birth of the phoenix. But definitely something getting a second go around. Oh, okay, so you've been through a bit of a tower. Okay, so it makes sense now. All right, and it could be to do with someone that you're very focused on here. All right, so Cancer. What's going on here is you've had some sort of event that's perhaps shaken up your world a little bit. It could be someone you're very focused on here, because the Empress comes out when you have someone you're either seeing as, you know, someone really important or special in your environment. The Tower has happened here and it's brought you to a period of rebirth. It probably put you in a period of either a stalemate, a lot of thinking, looking at things from different perspectives, but you're about to take a leap of faith here, which is really nice. Okay, let's get some more detail. We have the Nine of Wands coming in here. Now, the Nine of Wands is about setting boundaries. The Nine of Wands can talk of being wounded, so being very careful about how you move forward, being cautious. The thing is with boundaries, a lot of people don't have any, which is not healthy, and other people set their boundaries so high that it's hard for anybody else to get in. So there is a need to set what we think of as healthy boundaries. So having enough to respect yourself, but not limiting yourself so you don't have opportunities. All right, very nice. So you are using your intuition here. You are making a decision to trust where you're being led, hence why you've got the Fool, I guess, at the beginning there. Okay, and we do have the Emperor coming out, which is absolutely beautiful because we had the Empress in your mini read. So there is a feeling here that someone is moving towards someone that they feel is meant for them here, but you're taking on the energy of an Emperor. So you've done a lot of growth in that time through using your intuition. Okay, Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is about defensive energy. And I always feel with the Seven of Wands, it's like you've really had to fight for something, like you've really put up a very sort of stubborn stand for your rights here in order to go through this process. And that could have meant really standing by your boundaries here. Okay, so we have the Princess of Pentacles coming in here. So the Princess of Pentacles is, this is quite possibly an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I won't discount that. But the Princess of Pentacles wants to make an offer, or you could have an offer being made to you. The offer that is being made, though, is something very stable, something very solid. It's not just made with passion, it's made with a long-term thought within that. Okay, Nine of Swords coming in. So this is about anxiety, sleepless nights, working with the demons in your own head here, trying to work out how to move forward here. It's a pretty awful card because you have snakes in here and you have knives in your back. So you may be dealing with someone who's not real nice to deal with. But we do have the Sun. Yay, at least you've got some really happy stuff coming in here. So there's definitely a feeling of going from anxiety and stress and perhaps someone around you who's made your journey very difficult into a period of time where you're feeling this beautiful sun on you and plenty of joy. And now you're bringing in the stability that you've been craving here. Okay, and a brand new passionate start. Very, very nice. Okay. Princess of Wands coming out at the front here. So you could be dealing with a fire sign, someone who is just as passionate, because you're getting the Ace of Wands for yourself here. So it could be that you're taking on this new energy. It could be that you're finding your passion again, but you're still in this sort of young energy. So it's like new passion or refinding it. And I go back to the beginning to the mini read here. And I think, you know, some of this is about this rebirth after some sort of tower in your life that's sort of broken down a lot of stuff for you that perhaps was no longer serving you. And this rebirth. So now you're taking up this passionate new start. But you're a novice to this. So it's a very new feeling for you here. But what I want to say is it comes after a period of time of being very anxious. You are moving forward after perhaps understanding your direction a lot more here. There's been some sort of awakening or some sort of realization here. Your intuition's really on point and it's bringing in a lot of happiness for you because you're following that now rather than being stuck in that sort of hanged man mode here. So you've done a lot of growth and now you're moving towards something that you desire, something that was put on your path for you here by the looks of things with the Empress and the Emperor. If it's not a relationship, it could be that you're moving towards a brand new life, one that has a lot of joy and passion. And yes, you're starting out with this brand new sort of energy here, but that's okay because you're being reborn, you're taking your time, you're using your intuition and moving into a new time for you, perhaps something you haven't experienced before. But you're moving forward with this, like, this feeling of doing right by yourself, like having this feeling that you are in the right place now. You're not where you were, which was where you shouldn't have been. Something like that is what they're saying. But you're moving into a brand new time, one that's meant for you here. And I love that you're really bringing your intuition with you, so you're really understanding your journey here, which is really nice. Okay, so the card that's come out for you here is the Fates. And I'm going to read it for you. So it's card 17, which of course is 8. 17. Would help if we go in the right direction. Okie dokie. Oracle message. The Serenity Prayer sums up the meaning of this card. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There are things in life you will never have control over. The conditions brought on by the evolution of the collective, by nature and by your past experiences may be fated, preordained by spirit for a greater purpose you cannot understand in this lifetime. It may not be in your cards to understand why certain events occurred, but you can accept the mystery and work with what those events and your current circumstances have to teach you. This is the wisdom contained in the Serenity Prayer. So I think that you've been brought through this journey because you have a greater purpose here, but maybe you don't understand that at the moment because you're coming up as this novice, this starter, this like understanding new life here. It's this rebirth has brought you around to this place where you're not really sure of where you're being taken, but you're trusting because now you're listening to your intuition. You trust where you're being led. And certainly the universe has some great things with this Ace of Wands and Sun card here, have some great things ahead of you. You are becoming the Emperor here. Have a great week. Thanks, Cancer.